Last year, like you mentioned, defense was such a big strength, and you were at the heart of that, being the captain, the rock of this team in central defense. Now you guys welcome Noah Isla into the bunch. I'm curious, how was your impression of his first few games in preseason and on Coachella, and just what do you think his role can be moving forward with the club defensively?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's very aggressive defensively, and offensively he's very smooth and technical on the ball. And I think when you have a lot of competition within the team, it makes players compete more in practice, and it makes them better, and they have to perform better in games. So it's good for all of us, not only within the back line but within the team. The coach will have tough decisions, and that's always a good thing.
And now you've been a leader with this club now for 3 years plus, coming on with the armband and just as a voice in the back line. I'm curious if, even though you're just going to be the vice captain this year, if that leadership role is something that you still pride yourself of, it's something you're going to continue to promote for this club.
Yeah, I think any successful team kind of has a team of leaders, especially how young we are. Guys got to kind of just step into a vocal role, and I think we have a lot of great kind of leaders and a good core group of guys here, and I think that kind of leads us to having success, or the potential to have success on the field. And I think we're excited for where we are and the group of guys that we have here.
And, just in your time at the club, I think you've been playing under as many as 5 head coaches, including Bradley Carnell as an interim, now 3 in just a little under a calendar year. I'm curious, the constant change of managers, has that been difficult for you to manage as one of the leaders? And have you sensed that there has been a lack of continuity in terms of culture, in terms of momentum for the club, or is that something that you don't really see?
Not necessarily. I think I've been grateful for all the coaches I've kind of played under, and I've learned something of value from all of them. And I think going forward, Sandro is another guy that seems to know the game very well. I think in preseason we all saw that as players, and I think we're excited going forward. So it's something to be proud of to be here at Red Bull, and I think a lot of people want to be here. So it's a good thing to kind of represent this club.
Yeah, and just final question. Sandro mentioned that there was a conversation with you about the transition to vice captain, Emil to captain, and also Carlos joining you as a vice captain. Can you speak a bit about that interaction and a little bit about Carlos joining the ranks of a vice captain with you as well?
Yeah, in California last week, me and him had an open discussion about it, and we both agreed that it was the best move going forward to put Emil as the captain. I think his experience and success in Leipzig and the Swedish national team is important in helping us kind of take that next step. So it's been a cool experience so far, and I think Carlos and myself have grown up tremendously over the last 4 years, and it's great to see his success as well with the Paraguay national team.